All right. You know, that was just the kind of finale that I needed to see. Um, People are still gonna try to squeeze any bit of hope, any bit of optimism they can from this, and say, "Oh, it was a hard-fought game," and blah blah blah. All that bullshit, man. Get the fuck out of here. The defense, they ended it exactly how they've been playing it through pretty much the entire season. Um, you know, the See, it's just like with seasons like these where your quarterback is out for a long period of time and is just you're trying to like find positives. Like I feel like we found positives in 2020. I feel like we found positives in 2015. The only positive you can really take from this season is Rico Dowdle. Um, but yeah, the defense, if you ask me, I don't really see them really getting that much better. I don't really see them making like top 10 again for sure under, a second season with Mike Zimmer and all of that. Um, I'm so happy. Let me just clarify. I'm so fucking relieved and so happy that Washington actually won this game because they were looking awful. Like it looked like one of those very boring, just fucking horrible, slow burning games where, Dallas comes out and wins it after like a fucking field goal battle. But Marcus Mariota, Washington's GOAT, they came through. Terry McLaurin came through with a huge touchdown, and um, they got the win at the end. We didn't have to go to overtime, thank fucking God. I've I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this season. I'm done. I'm ready. Let me put it this way. Let me put it like this. I'm ready that the season is over because I'm ready for draft day. I'm ready to be back out there and doing what I did back in fucking April. That's my Super Bowl right now for this team. That's my Super Bowl. I don't give a shit who we pick because it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna be excited when I'm back in the Cowboys, draft mosh pit, basically causing all kinds of fucking all kinds of problems, making the fan base fucking cry. Um, you know, I'm just I'm happy. I'm happy it's done. I'm happy to look forward to 4 months from now, where our off season usually starts. So, people have been, some people have been saying like they've been talking to like Stephen Jones or whatever lately about what the Rams did to win their Super Bowl, and he said something that made it seem like, oh, they might open up the pocketbook a little bit. I think it's all bullshit. I think it's all smoke and mirrors. Try to, build some sort of optimism with this team. Where we go with Mike McCarthy, as you guys heard me say multiple times, his contract expires on the 14th. So whatever the decision is, it has to be made soon. But I think it's pretty like undeniable that McCarthy's going to get that extension um, if he wants to waste more time being here. Because I know the Jones family, they definitely want him here. If they wanted Garrett here for that long, McCarthy's going to be here for a very, very long time, which is bad for us. Just typical mismanagement bullshit. It really doesn't matter who the coach is anyway because they're just gonna hire a fucking yes man, a fucking puppet. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, it's just there's really not much that we can do that will really alter our chances for, or really increase our chances to be more successful in the postseason if we were to make the postseason next year. I really don't see anything that we can do this offseason that can really help. What I'm hoping to see is not so much of mock drafts, which y'all are going to see a bunch of anyway if you follow this team closely on social media. You're going to see a bunch of mock drafts, but I hope we don't see as much as we usually do. And I hope we turn the spotlight more on how we're feeling, the anger, the resentment that we have towards this team. After the stream, I'm going to look later. Now that the season is a wrap, it may take a little while for the data to be completely like finished and all that, but I'm curious to see if they really even lost any money from this year. Um, they could have lost none compared to how much they make on average per season. They could make a lot. They could have made a lot more. I don't know. But with the training camp stands being empty, I loved seeing that. That was the fucking high point of this season for me. Um, I love seeing the empty stands. I love just, I love going in comment sections now and seeing other Cowboys fans saying, sell the team, sell the team, sell the team. We're waiting for Jerry to sell the team, blah, blah, blah. I love that people are starting to talk about that now. And a lot of people are really, you know, they can sympathize with that. So that's a good thing. What's going on, Travis Frederick Company? Hey, if you missed this game, you didn't miss anything. It was a slow burning game. In the fourth quarter, near the end of it, it was going back and forth, but Cowboys did eventually lose on the very last play of the game. Corner touchdown pass from Marcus Mariota to God, I just lost his fucking name. Terry McLaurin. So now all the focus is on Mike McCarthy and what we're gonna do with his useless ass. Again, the contract expires on the 14th. I think they're gonna be here. That he's gonna be here for a very long time. Um, as far as free agency, skip it. We're not doing anything. Pay attention to the combine. Our off-season moves will start in April as usual. It really doesn't matter who we pick. It doesn't matter who we pick. What matters is that the fans get more comfortable being honest with each other, and they're comfortable enough to speak out their frustrations even in the off season. Because usually when you say that, when you criticize a team in the off season, they're like, "Oh, dude, look, the season's over. Like, what are you still mad for? You're a fake fan, fucking blah blah blah." I don't think we're gonna see as much of that in the off season. Okay, and I know I speak a lot about like what the fans are saying, but the culture is what needs to change around this team. The culture is what's fucking important, and the more that we can get this 180 on the fucking losing culture, the losing mentality that we've just been surfing on for the last 28 years, the better. Okay, and more fans are starting to come around to that, and I'm seeing less and less of the casuals that'll just defend this team for no fucking reason whatsoever. So, um, oh, on the fifth live stream, okay, gotcha. Yeah, um, yeah, but anyways, the what I'm saying is I don't give a fuck about any of the off season like free agency, training camp, draft or anything like that. The culture is what I'm focusing on. But we'll just see. I'm just very, very excited for. I'm very excited for the draft and being there. It's gonna be very fun. Anyways, I may or may not make a video later this week on the postseason, just giving my postseason like predictions. Last year I made a community post. I kind of want to get a little more in depth into it, but we'll see. It just depends on like the time and how it shapes out for me. But either way, this was the last Cowboys game of the year. I'm very glad. Um, losing in the postseason, it definitely hurts more, and that definitely creates more outrage. I can honestly see fans like making excuses for this year because they're like, dude, half of our team was fucking injured, and just making excuses and bullshit. As as if we were a good team even when Dak was here. But can we just acknowledge that? Can we acknowledge that we literally weren't even a fucking good team when Dak was playing? We weren't a good team in 2020 either when Dak was playing. We were a horrible team in 2015 when Tony Romo was playing. So the injuries really don't mean much when the team sucks anyway. So let's get that straightened out. And it's not up to the players, it's up to the management. You have to start at the top and work your way down when it comes to, accountability and who should be responsible for what. But yeah, exactly. Like, oh yeah, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Zeke's gone, by the way. That just happened this week. And apparently the reason why is because he wants to try to sign with a playoff contender. What for? You're not going to get the fucking ball. You you want to be you want to be like a Jimmy Garoppolo Super Bowl champion where you're just standing on the fucking sideline and throwing the confetti around. No. Nobody no, absolutely fucking not, dude. Absolutely not. If anyone picks him up, I will be thoroughly shocked. I will be very surprised. He only had like what, 3 touchdowns? And I guarantee all of them came from the fucking 1 yard line too. So who's gonna even want his ass? But anyways, he's gone. I'm happy about it. Everyone in the fan base is fucking happy about it. That's the only reason why. What I heard was, I think it was the same thing everybody else heard, that they mutually decided to part ways, and that Zeke was going to try to, uh, make a postseason team so that he can get more playing time, or I don't know, maybe he has that competitor in him, which I don't fucking believe at all. But yeah, apparently that's what everybody was saying. Why? Um, I'm just gonna be sad that his very last play as a Cowboy won't be the Zeke at center play versus the San Francisco 49ers in the divisional round. I mean, that would have been just a perfect way for his career to end. Yeah, and what sucks too is Jerry Jones. He's probably serious about him making the Ring of Honor. And you think that stings? Wait until Jerry dies, dude. Wait till Jerry dies. I guarantee you, Stephen Jones is gonna have a fucking statue of Jerry made right in front of AT&T Stadium. If that happens, I'm not saying I won't put it out there, but you know, people are gonna do things to it. I know that much. But with that being said, just put him fucking far. Put him on the exact opposite goddamn corner of where the Landry statue is. If they had any respect, any decency for the fucking culture here whatsoever. But I mean, with that being said, the season is a wrap. The season is officially over. We don't have to watch this team fucking play again until August. Um, we just got to you know, keep the main thing the main thing. don't fucking talk about. Oh my god! If the Eagles lose the Super Bowl this year, that's gonna undo everything. If they lose the Super Bowl again this season, that is going to undo absolutely fucking everything. That all the progress that the fan base has made about, looking introspectively and, just saying, man, there really is something wrong here. And all the fans that you've seen as of lately saying, sell the team, all of that is going to go away. And the delusion, the fake optimism scale is going to shoot way the fuck up if the Philadelphia Eagles lose in the Super Bowl again. Okay, if they're like first round or second round exits, that probably won't hurt as bad. But I mean, if they lose in the Super Bowl, that's gonna be. I'm just saying, I'm gonna be rooting for them if that happens because that would be fucking awful for us. Um. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Don't. I couldn't rewatch an entire game anyway. I'll probably rewatch like the highlights, um, the like 15-minute highlights they post on the NFL channel. But yeah, Cowboys are going to be like the Raiders if Steven takes over. Yep, exactly. Um, but I'm just saying, if the Eagles make the Super Bowl this year, I'm going to be rooting for them. Okay, I don't care if they're not going against the Chiefs or whatever, because I know everyone hates, the idea of a Kansas City three-peat. But for us, for our culture, we need to be fucking demoralized. And Philly getting their second Super Bowl would be devastating to a lot of people, especially the fucking casuals in this fan base who don't give a fuck, who only tune in every Sunday to see CeeDee Lamb do their favorite fucking TikTok dance celebration or whatever. I'm just, y'all can believe what you want. You can root for whoever you want to root for. I just know who I'm going to root for um, throughout this postseason. But, anyways, with that being said, go Cowboys, sell the team, 7-10. Where does that put us in the draft position? I don't know. Is that out of reach to get what's that guy? Ashton Genty? I'm not sure. Doesn't make much of a difference anyway. I'll see you guys again at some point. I just, if you guys didn't hear, I recently graduated from college. I'm going to be starting my new job on Wednesday, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some time still on the weekends. I hope so, at least. But you know, we'll see. It's my first career. I'm excited for it. Also anxious about it, but we'll see. What's one thing that Jerry would do that would make you lose your mind? Oh, dude, what could he do? I'm just so. What could he do to piss like fans off even more this offseason? If he, I don't know actually. I may have to get back to you on that one. That's a very good question. Because with Jerry, I just feel like the damage is done. I mean, it's just like, goddamn, fuck, what could he do to make things even worse now than they already are? Maybe another sponsorship. Maybe another fucking. Maybe the social media team will do that thing again where they're like, "There's a big announcement on the way," and then the next day it's just a fucking like advertisement for crypto. Do I think McCarthy will be back next season? Yes. Um, Whether if he wants to stay here, I don't know. Um, I think that the Jones family definitely wants him back, and if he does come back, he's going to be back for a very, very long time. Um, I don't think it's just going to be a 1 year thing. I don't think teams really even do that with coaches. Um, Not anymore, at least. But yeah, It's his contract expires on the 14th, I believe people were saying. So that's next Tuesday. We'll see, but I mean, I realize that there's not much out there to choose from as far as head coaches go. And I know there's that one offensive coordinator that everyone's just fucking glazing for the Detroit Lions. I think his name is Ben Johnson. I don't know anything about him, but their offense has definitely been impressive as of late. Even if we got that guy, even if we got a Kevin O'Connell, it doesn't make a difference because the Joneses, they only familiarize themselves with people who don't say no to them, and that's a problem. It's it's the culture. That's the number one priority. That's the number one thing I talk about because that's the number one thing on my mind. Is just because I think that our culture as it is right now is not suitable, not even suitable for a championship team. They want to be, they pretend like they are, but they're fucking not. It's just there's no room for making greatness anymore. It's just soying and goo goo gaga glazing over the past fucking, victories that we've had. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? You know what? Travis Frederick Company, going back to your question, what would Jerry Jones have pissed me off? How about doing that fucking Netflix documentary? Can we talk about that? Nobody waste a fucking second watching that shit. If you do watch that shit, pirate it. Pirate it. Don't watch it from what is it, Netflix? Yeah, Netflix. Don't watch it straight from there. Just pirate it. Borrow it from a buddy. Watch it from meth streams or something. Do not fucking watch that shit. I'm not gonna waste my time watching that. I'll watch the clips that people will post online, but I'm not even gonna waste my fucking time on that. That that pisses me off. That shit is a fucking disgrace. God fucking damn, I hate this team. I don't even know when that comes out. I think maybe like April or something like that. I don't know. I don't care, dude. Fuck this team. Uh, Micah has to go. Micah. Fuck. Micah Parsons, as great of a player as he is, he's probably my least favorite player on this team. Because the dude is just such a sour fucking bad sport. He is just a bitter bitch. Just he can never admit that the other team was the better team. He did that shit not just after the Philly game this year when he was making those horse shit excuses saying like, "Oh, well, they only got a few like good plays against us, but aside from that, it was really actually a close game." Yeah, dude. If fucking like, oh my fucking god, whatever, dude. You can't even say, "Oh, well, he's just competitive." No, dude. There's being competitive, and then there's being a sour bitch. DeMarcus Ware was a competitor because when you interviewed him after games, he didn't say shit like that. He said, you know, we got to get better. We got to get better at this, and it's just we failed on that part. You don't ever hear that accountability from Micah. He did that same shit last year too versus the fucking 49ers after that Monday night game. He went on his little baby bitch fucking Parsons podcast and he was saying, "Bro, I swear, I know the scoreboard said what it says, but they're not that much better than we are." Dude, you make us look so weak and you make us look even more bitch made than we already do to the entire rest of the National Football League. You make us look so weak. You are a fucking weak link, Micah Parsons. Because as good as you are, as extraordinary and as generational as your fucking talent is, you only have one career sack in the postseason. You don't have any authority whatsoever to make these shit excuses and be as sour as you are, because the reality of it is we're not as fucking good as you think we are. And I know that because I know the fucking history and the culture with this team. You were just some fucking homeboy we got from Pennsylvania. I don't give a shit if you were a fan your entire life. You don't know fucking dick about Dallas. Oh, well, it was only a few plays that really decided the game. Philly didn't really do shit. Yeah, and if Dez would have caught it, we would have won the Super Bowl. So what? You failed, Micah. If it were up to me, his contract is up this year, right? Like, was this the last year on his contract? I don't even know. But Micah, great talent. He's a fucking cancer to this culture. All right? He's cancer to this culture. If Jerry puts a statue near or next to the Landry statue, I would literally never watch a Cowboy game. How could you? I mean they could never justify tearing down the Landry statue. I don't think that would go that far, but I think that they would put a Jerry statue up front next to Tom Landry. Like, they think he's that caliber of such a Cowboys legend, as if he wasn't the one who fucking fumbled one of the greatest dynasties in the history of the sport. And he's the one who single-handedly started that dynasty. He's the one who's also single-handedly fumbled that dynasty and single-handedly kickstarted the longest drought in franchise history. I'm done. I gotta go. I'll see you guys at some point. I'm glad the season is over. Enjoy the postseason. This is going to be a very, very exciting postseason, I think. As long as somebody knocks out the Chiefs, I don't care if it's in the Super Bowl. I don't care if it's earlier. I just hope they don't. I hope they get what they fucking deserve. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in this season. I'll see you guys soon, hopefully before April. And peace.